Hey guys, it's Lisa from Turning Pages, and today I'm here to review If I Stay and Where She Went by Gayle Forman. With the movie only a month away, I was pretty excited to get to If I Stay and Where She Went. The trailer was absolutely phenomenal. If you have not watched the trailer yet, I definitely recommend doing so right now. Exit this video, go watch it. I don't care, you need to go see it. It's so good. So instead of actually showing you and holding up my books in this video for you, I actually lent out my copies of If I Stay and Where She Went to a friend of mine who didn't really even know about them or knew that they existed or knew that the movie was coming out, but I really wanted her to read them and see what she thought about them because she really liked The Fault in Our Stars and she was looking for something kind of similar, so I gave her those. So instead, I'm just going to use my iPad and hold that up so you guys can see the cover. So here's the cover of If I Stay. This is the original cover. They now have a movie cover coming out as well, but I really like this cover. About a girl named Mia. She's a senior in high school and she enjoys playing the cello. She's pretty average, I guess. She has a boyfriend named Adam who's a year older than her. He's in a rock band. He's the singer and the guitar player, I think. Her parents are actually cool and they're actually featured a lot throughout the story, which not very many parents are in YA fiction. She has an awesome little brother. I think he's 5 or 6, and she has a really close relationship with him. So overall, her life's pretty good. It's nothing too crazy or amazing, but it's not bad at all either. She definitely doesn't have anything to complain about. But things quickly go downhill when Mia, her parents, and her little brother get into a car accident, and Mia just stands back up after the car loses control and crashes. Mia doesn't really remember anything, and she can just stand up. She's not covered in dirt or mud or blood or anything, but she does see her entire family, including herself, laying on the side of the road. She isn't really sure what's going on or what kind of out-of-body experience she's having, but it definitely is an exciting one. When the ambulance comes and picks her family off the road, by the time the ambulance comes, Mia already knows that both her parents are dead. Her dad is actually laying on the road with a lot of pink mush laying around him, and her mom is on the other side of the road, and she was actually the one that took the hardest of the hit. That whatever hit the car, I don't really remember, actually hit her side first. Mia's brother, Teddy, was actually still conscious. So when the ambulance came, Mia and her little brother were taken to the hospital right away. Mia is actually taken to a hospital in Oregon. Luckily, Adam is actually performing a concert near where she was transferred, and she had high hopes that he would somehow figure out that she was there and that he'd be there. Mia's family actually showed up, which was a surprise considering that it wasn't only her in the hospital, it was her little brother as well, but it looked like the majority of her family was there with her, which only left her to think one thing. The story continues with Mia's kind of out-of-body experience. She's in the hospital for a few days. She kind of gets to witness her loved ones talking to her in like a private kind of setting. Her grandparents open up to her. Her best friend opens up to her. When Adam does show up, he definitely opens up to her. And some even give her the option of just letting it all go, while others are pushing her to stay alive. If I Stay was definitely an emotional read. I think it was even more emotional than The Fault in Our Stars. What I really liked about If I Stay was the layout of the story. I wasn't sure how this was going to work because within just a few pages, Gayle Forman just takes right off. She doesn't even like hesitate a little bit towards the beginning of the book. The car accident happens within just like, well, the book isn't laid out in chapters, but that car accident happens within just like a few pages, maybe 10 or 15 or maybe even 20, but it happens so fast. Then Mia's in this hospital for a few days, and most of the book actually takes place when Mia isn't within her own body, and kind of like it focuses so much on the kind of experiences she has with her family members or her friends and stuff. And it was insane, I guess. It was really fast paced at the beginning. So I wasn't really sure how that would all work out because great, now these two parents died, her little brother died, and now what? Like, I don't really know this girl. You don't know anything about her. But what was awesome was that it was divided into these like time sections, I think, or it was just divided into these sections, and one would be current, but then a whole different scenario from the past would come up that would kind of explain either that current one or the next current section, which I thought was really good because then you weren't overloaded with information at the beginning, expected to remember every little detail, and then while you're reading, you know, the next chapter later on. Instead, Gayle Forman actually lays it out where, okay, this happens, okay, this is her boyfriend, okay, let me tell you how they like met and how they started this entire thing. I thought it was really interesting that way, and it wasn't boring at all. I thought it'd be a little bit boring in the hospital scenes with her just kind of waiting around for a few days, but the scenes back to the past, like the little flashbacks or whatever, were definitely awesome. I love those. The ending was really sad, but happy, I guess you can say. I don't want to give too much away about the ending, so I'll just leave it at that. Overall, I really enjoyed the characters. Mia was definitely down to earth. She wasn't like crazy psycho. She wasn't like super duper popular. She was just average, like a normal person. Like, she wasn't anything too extreme, I guess, that usually YA books kind of focus on. Adam, on the other hand, was the perfect guy. Usually, I haven't read that many books where girls start out with like the perfect boyfriend right away and that she already has all that and you don't really have to witness all that first love romance junk. But you're right into the actual like couple thing. I think she's dating him for 2 or 3 years when the story starts. So I'm happy you kind of got to skip over that and you got to see the more like meaningful stuff. But yeah, he was pretty cool. I liked her relationship with her little brother. Considering she was so much older than he was. But anyways, that was nice too. Her parents were awesome. They were hilarious. They were actually cool. In most YA books, you don't see that either, where parents are actually like, you want to actually hang out with them. But Mia wasn't embarrassed to like admit to that or anything, so that was cool too. And Adam liked her dad too because he was in a rock band as well. Overall, the cast of characters was really, really interesting. None of them were really boring or annoying or anything. So yeah, I can't really think of like certain things that I didn't really like about the book. The only thing that I can think of is that Adam didn't really play that big of a role. It was a lot more focused on like Mia, obviously, and her family and her friends and stuff. Adam too, but you don't get to really know Adam that well. You just know he's in a rock band, he's this really nice guy, and that's about it. Unless he says it's her unconscious body, you don't really get to know much about him. That's my transition into Where She Went. Though the reader doesn't get to know too much about him, there's definitely a lot of that in the second book. Where She Went takes place in Adam's like perspective, but a couple years down the road, Mia is... Oh dang, I'm about to give away the end of the first book. Ooh, shoot. Alright, you have not read... No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. There's spoilers in this review. So, Mia is out of Juilliard. Adam is a rock star. The two aren't together anymore. Adam has a new girlfriend. Mia doesn't have her parents. Yeah, she's a professional celloist. That's about all I want to say. I don't want to say too much more because there's so much that goes on, but that kind of rehashes things from the first book that I don't really want to give away either. I really enjoyed both If I Stay and Where She Went. I'm dying to see the movie at the end of August. How exciting. I'm dying to see Adam as a character like on TV. I'm excited to see Mia. I'm excited to see how they make this whole out-of-body experience thing work. And I'm actually kind of curious to see if they include a few scenes from Where She Went into the movie If I Stay, because I think that would only make sense. But yeah, If you've read this book or if you have anything to say about it, definitely leave your comments down below. I would love to hear them. And thank you guys so much for watching.